We're gonna try and finish those 3 bonus cases for the first Darkside detective game. I believe they're all uh when they're supposed to be off the clock. They're like just visiting different locales, if I remember correctly. Anyways, just gonna hop into it. I heard Christmas Eve is the perfect time for some last minute shopping, right? Alright. I think I remember this one. Oh, I get the joke. Ha ha ha. Whoa, Christmas Eve. Wait, is that Devin? Perfect for some last minute holiday shopping. When I was a kid, holiday shopping meant buying new trunks for the beach. When you were a kid, something old people. Let's go see Santa! Buzz. Oh, so it's not Devin. It's probably Dooley's cousin or something, or nephew. Can't wait to watch movies and eat candy all day. And help my mom with dinner. Is it Dooley's kid? Does Dooley have a kid? I hope Santa got my letter. Oh, we can go out to the parking lot. It's not time to go back to the car yet. Okay. I'll Mailbot 5000. Halt, shoppers. What is the nature of your visit? Shopping. Shopping for last minute Christmas gifts, clearly. Your story checks out. What is this, supposed to be the mall cop? Just remember, I am the law around here, and my cameras cover 26% of this place. What? Not everything happens without my knowing about it. Okay. Okay. Can I have one of those for Christmas? No way, mister. Last year you got a robot and forgot to take care of it. I ended up having to wash it for you. Hey, that's why it's short-circuited. I do love me some Christmas music. I know, buddy. You've been playing them in the car since Halloween. Yeah, you're right. I did leave it pretty late to start this year. Dooley, don't go in there. Also, now we're too good to search in bins all of a sudden. Thank goodness there's a map. These places are huge. I always get lost. Dude, the mall is only 20 screens big. Warning, do not do a crime, shoppers. A crime is for life, not just the holidays. They've really gone all out this year. I know, much better than last year's lone light and cardboard tree. You can really smell the plastic off of this one. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You know it. Photo montage! What? Dorks. Food court. Hey, it's Agnes. A free copy of the Twin Lakes Time. Grab me a copy, will you? I want to read the sports results. Eggnog? Norman? I wasn't hungry until this screen loaded. If Uncle Patrick stops for food, we'll never get to the grotto in time to see Santa. Hot dogs, burgers, turkey legs, it all sounds so delicious. I don't know what to order. You just can ignore all that. We've got stew. What? Saturday winter treat. What flavor is it? Dunno. Can just said stew. I'll just have a soda. Ain't got no soda. Only got stew. Fizzy stew. What, you put the soda in the stew or something? I didn't think it was possible, but I've lost my appetite. Agnes, what are you doing here? I works here when the camp is closed. The camp closes? I need to make a few phone calls. He'll be here any minute, right? No, Devin. No, he won't. That means Christmas abandonment badges! Yay! What the? Need some eggnog, mate? We have all the varieties. Egg flavored, nog flavored, milk flavored? Milky egg liquid. The taste of the holidays. Whoa. That is impressive. It goes as far as the eye can see. Hello. Julie doesn't even touch the... As far as the eye can see. Okay, okay, Julie. Free gifts. Our job here is done. Nope, they're empty. On we go. I bet my gifts better be as big as the ones under that tree, Uncle Patrick. They're almost as big as you are, Buzz. And? They must have been growing this here in secret for ages. Or they brought it in through the skylight. Growing for the longest time. Those decorations are pretty impressive, right, Dooley? That's nothing compared to the tree I'm decorating when I get home tonight. Wait, it's Christmas Eve and you don't even have a tree up yet? I think you'll find I have 7 up so far, but for tonight's tree, I'm pulling out all the stops. I've never seen a bidet with that much power before. What? It's all I hope for and more. Let's go! Why are we wasting all this time standing around? There's a Santa in there that needs clawing. What? Detective, don't lick that place. Why would I lick it? Well, it looks like gingerbread. Yeah, but just because it looks like gingerbread doesn't mean it's... You licked it, didn't you? It looks like gingerbread. W stream? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Welcome to Santa's Grotto, where all your dreams come true. We're all on quitting clock. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, one and all. The Jolly Red Meal Ticket! Oh my goodness, this kid! Look at this fine trio of lads. I hope you've been good all year. Good, we've been great! We need some city-saving size goodies in the stockings this year, Santa. A city saver, eh? Then you must be Detective McKay. Oh, hello. I kid. I know who you are, Francis. I am Santa. I see all. I was just being a jerk for funsies. Guys, Santa's got a busy schedule. Join the queue and wait for your turn, eh? Yeah? Okay, Buzz, you heard the happy elf. Get in the queue and we'll go grab gifts for you and your mom. It's goody, cuz? What? I'm doing fine. Are we okay to leave him here on his own? Detective, it's Twin Lakes, at Christmas. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, very fun. Very funny. Oh yeah, we're leaving him anyway. Uncle Lear here. Who? Where? Maybe I could get some tips, because I suspect I need them. Guys, get out of here. You're embarrassing me in front of the father of capitalism. Francis McQueen, actually. But I get the joke. But I get the immediate thought. Nervous kid. I hope my hands thaw out before I meet Santa. I hate to accidentally drop my gift. Or worse, give a weak handshake. You can only get one first impression. What is it, a job interview? Ear muffled kid. You're next, kid. What? I said you're next. Okay, mister, just let me know when I'm next. I can't wait. That's one fancy seat. Cup holder, heated back massager. It has all the functions. It has to be, in case he needs to, go, you know, to the, job. Hey, detective. If we can obfuscate those, we'd have our shopping done in time just to... time it takes to poorly fill out Form J37. Tempted as I am, I don't think your sister will dig a pile of poorly made kids' toys. Hey, that all took... Hey, that took me hours to make. You sound like your toes are grating your knees, Carl. What? That is an absurd sentence. But then, of course, I'm playing an absurd game, so... nothing new here. What are these, universal emotes? Yeah, okay. Not familiar with that one. I saw him once, you know, as a kid. Christmas of 47. What? Yeah, he was on trial, and my father, a small-time Dooley, I'm going to stop you right there. Your dad was a history professor in TLU. You're telling me the plot to Miracle on 34th Street. Huh, I guess that explains why I remember it all in black and white. I want to see if there's any more jokes around. Merry Christmas to one and all. What a good... oh. Wait, how do you know about all that? Let's just say wink. I hate when people say wink. You can blame the low resolution for that. I'm currently playing the first of the 3 bonus cases. I already finished the previous 6. I'm probably gonna get through maybe 2, hopefully all 3 of the cases, and next time I'll pick up the second game, A Fumbled in the Dark. Or I could just go back to Power Wash Simulator. That'd be nice. What am I playing on? Just my PC. I originally, I originally bought it for, Switch. And played it through with that. But I wanted to play it again and stream it, so I bought it for my computer. Why would anyone want to alarm a fire? Those things are dangerous when spooked. As you can obviously see, Dooley says some of the dumbest stuff yet. Well, ever. Very, very fun for a dumb laugh. I spent a lot of time here when I was younger. I was younger last weekend. Always growing, I am. I loved arcades as a kid. Okay, I still love them. Can we go? Can we? Guy! Must we search every bin we see? It's ingrained at this point. What is with that claw machine? Faith invaders? What? I was not expecting this. Oh. I'm pretty sure their speeding up has nothing to do with there being less of them. Yeah, it's just speeding up anyways. Not even accurate to the actual game it's trying to emulate. I was not expecting to find this, actually. Zombie Munch? Okay, so it's Pac-Man. What the... Okay, this control scheme is weird. How? This is really loud. Okay, it's literally controlled by how the mouse moves. Broken console. It looks like out of order. Ah, Rampaging Monkey is my favorite game here. The arcade is the most wonderful place on earth. Hey, there's Emily, little pyromaniac. Hey, detective. Hey, Blood Alpha. Emily, what are you doing here? Dad took me and my baby brother to see Santa, but Santa is lame. So now we're trying to steal toys from the claw machine. Pac-Man graphics. Rust. I'll run your ones in... What the fuck? Genki? The control scheme is very weird on the Pac-Man lookalike, because whichever way the mouse twitches, that's the way that the little zombie head tries to move and doesn't stop until it hits a wall or corner. Excited for Christmas, kid? Ugh, I hate Christmas. Everyone's off with their families, the weather is poop, and we have to go around with Dad stealing stuff to put under the tree. Rubbish time of year. What? Oh, okay. I see my chat is just as entertaining as the game I'm playing. Which is to say... I don't even know the word. My brain is usually very off at this time of night. What about Santa? Surely you're excited for his visit. Santa's a sham detective. Sometimes I worry about your deduction skills. Maybe if you were nicer and didn't rob arcades, he'd visit. I don't see how those things are linked. Did you ask Santa for anything nice? Damn long ways, dark. Fuck. That chump doesn't write to me, so I don't write to him. Besides, it's a bit grand, isn't it? Flying all over the world, giving kids gifts. What past crimes are you trying to cover up, Crimson Pants? What? See you guys later. Pete. Hey, buddy. Can't you see I'm busy stealing? Oh, hello, officer. Why is there a kid in here? He, crawled in when I wasn't looking. That's her brother! But Dada, you told me to go in here and pass the goodies out to you. Little Jimmy. Shut up! Kids, eh? Say the darndest things. What the? What was that? Screen shake. We best better make sure Buzz is okay. What the? What's going on here? Christmas comes but Krampus, obviously. Christmas comes but once a year. This time Krampus is here. You might think I'm going barmy, but I've come to make an army. I've turned these rotters into gnomes to send them back to terrorize their homes. I do not have the energy to put into ridiculous laughter right now. Buzz? Let me go pray and break some things. Oh. What? Where'd Buzz go? We better find him. Stay away, big boss man. You don't like kids. What? You already see through his disguise. No need to lie to you. Clever man know what's what. Now hop off. Boy, Buzz sure is acting out today. Hey, stop throwing stuff at us. You visit St. Nick, then I throw a brick. Shame the whole is fake. For Christmas dinner, I'm gonna eat your teeth. Nope, same conversation. Guy the movie, coming soon. The same dumb banana. Are you bringing Doris? Shut up. Yes. The box must be doing very well if he has an office of his own. I wonder what the view is like. Locked. Roof? We're above an arcade. Rabble Rousers 2. Needle face on Earth. I don't even understand what any of that means. It's scary though, right? The Butterfly Kisser. Repent now and find salvation on now. The end of days are coming, also on now. Chant ye of little faith and summon Gruel the end timer, also now. These aren't screen times, are they? No, just life advice. All hail Gruel the end timer. Dwayne. The paranormal PI. What a dumb premise. Dooley. Sea biter. Oh, that's supposed to be a Sharks reference, is it? Shark. Or Jaws. Jaws reference. Blah, 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 blah. My brain cannot. Why is this bin full of popcorn? Try the stuff and you'll see. Okay. It doesn't taste the same since they banned butter and salt and the corn. It can't be that bad. Try some. Okay, 1 popcorn, please. 1 popcorn coming right up. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that's rotten. Yeah, we have been over there, especially for the popcorn. You can keep the tub. That's the trophy for our award-winning popcorn. Award-winning? Popcorn that at least tastes like popcorn. They didn't specify that it had to taste good. Their mistake was our gain. What candies and sodas do you have? Nothing. This is all fake. They took the real stuff away after I laced it to help customers see the truth. That's terrifying. Welcome to the cinema. Offer of the day is that cops pay double. That's a good... Is that a good deal? No, cops out. Hey, I know you. You were in that cult I busted up last year. The Brotherhood of the World's End were not a cult. We were an alternative religion. Focused on bringing about the end of the world. So ritual chanting and sacrifice. Yeah, what's your point? Hey, Smithy! Good to see you out and about. Good to see you out and about, Brigadier. You too, old chap. After that run-in with old Jerry, I decided it was time to leave that hut and see what life here in the colonies had to offer. How are you finding it? Well, I joined this mall walking club, but all we do is standing around while Rose here gives Roger cookie dough and goo-goo eyes. I need some real action. Frontline stuff. You can come teach the Blood Wolves some survival tactics? Fight some wolves, you say? Count me in. No way. We have to go in. We have to. Candyland. Do we need our passports to enter? McNugget. Ah, yes, the retired detective. Detective, I haven't seen you since my ruined pre-retirement party. Pre-retirement. Pre-retirement? Pre-retirement. An early party in case you didn't make it through those last few days. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. It's okay. When I was your age, I was Maverick too. Was a Maverick too. Don't let the rules get you down. Speaking of rules, should you still have your sidearm? Yes, sir. Rules out the window with them. That's my motto. But your gun. Like samurai, you and I, following our own path, making our own way. Alright, McNugget. Nom nom. Oh, a gentleman caller. And here's me, stuffing my face with cookie dough. Don't stop on my account. Would you? Would you like some? No, thank you. What? So many types of candy. I want to try them all. Heavens, no, not for you. Gotta keep your boys in blue nice and fit. Can't have crime able to outrun you. Boys, don't touch them cakes. There's calories in that ice and you don't need. Wilsa. Want? No chance. That's like a nightstick for your teeth. Gotta keep those smiles fresh when you're in the paper for capturing bad guys. This is a wonderland. I love candy. I love to share it with the good world, except you, for your own good, of course. I'm so conflicted about this. Having trouble getting your children sticky enough? Not if you give them candy flues. Cotton candy mix. Gloop guaranteed. Just add water. Oh, hey. Now something like this is more your style. You can keep it in your pocket, take it out for a break, and have a little lick and put it back for tomorrow. A lolly like that should last about a month if you control yourself. You can share one. A side each. Ew. Salesperson. My. Two of TLPD's finest in my store. Woo-wee. For you, everything's on the house. Yes! Or at least, it would be if I sold healthy foodstuffs. I can't have you two bastions of the law getting unfit on my watch. Oh no. Aww. Gardening. Ned's gardening. Tree and fountain below us and in front of us. An impressive star. There he is! He's trying to reach the star from the tree. Ah, he's too far to reach, detective. He's right under the skylight. Maybe I can grab him from up on the roof? I won't lie, I thought I was buying something else at the time. In my defense, a nightclub is a strange place to sell powdery at 2 a.m. He was part of a pair, but they were torn apart by economical differences. Economical? What the fuck? He's jealous of the top-up gnomes, but that's not going to get him anywhere, is it? The up-top gnomes. Oh, there. Look at that happy couple. A power couple in the world of gnomes. Wind chimes, whittled by rare Tibetan metal peckers. Like woodpeckers, but for metal. And from Tibet. Picked them up when I was hiking with Mildred. Of course, came home alone. She shacked up with a monk. Holy man, my eye. Perfect for landscaping and burying bad mistakes. Okay. I'm not gonna touch that one. Daisies aren't a fancy plant, that's for sure, but they're sturdy. Add a nice smell and color to a place too. Can't go wrong with a daisy, no sir. Unless you mean Daisy Miller. Girl broke my heart, that she did. Oh wee. I'll have my revenge one day, you mark my words. What? Oh, nothing. Just flower talk. Don't even ask about the watering can. That relationship still has me tender. What is with this dude? That's secondhand for my old car washing business. The fun John. Tanya and I had that summer splashing one another unexpectedly. Then, of course, they ran off with each other, and that was the end of that. I might need something with this kind of reach. Mind if I take it? Please do. Nothing but bad memories for me in that hose. Ah, the trowel. Child shovel or pocket spade, depending on your country of origin. Weeping cacti. Bred them myself. Well, with George. Back in our horticultural days. I don't like to think about then. Such heartbreak. What is with this guy? Ned's the name, gardening's my game. That and bridge. Can't be an old four-way of a Thursday night. This is my shop, built from a lifetime of memories. Most good, some bad, but that's life, right? Only some of them bad? They seem to be all bad. I went to school with Ned. Ned the nerd, we called him. Well, hey there, Patrick. Nice to see you in the store again. More seeds for the Blood Wolves? Not today, thanks. But we'll be buying in the spring for bird feeders material. I've already put in the order. You and those kids really brightened my heart. Thanks, Ned. What? I've grown a lot since then. I feel like that bear is staring right into my soul. These robots make great gifts. Hint. They're like little sidekicks. A dummy sidekick. Almost like a sidekick for your sidekick. Hint, hint. I want one. Hint. For Christmas. Hint, hint. A train with square wheels? Dumb. Best thing about bringing Buzz shopping is that I have reasons to go into toy stores. But he's not here right now. Oh yeah. We can still go in though, right? You get down there right now, young. You get down from there right now, young man. Got to check the first time to see what he would say. That's an impressive, what's it called? Reach? Spray? Plumage? I've never seen a person smile that much while also crying. Ha ha ha! I just love my job so much! The constant shrill of children laughing, hearing the toys repeat the same stock phrases, the bear whispering dark thoughts into my ear. It's kind of paradise. A kind of one. A tea set? I know, I'd love to sit for a cup too, Julie. But not until we fix all the weirdness here. I'm not holding you to that. I'm holding you to that. Do. Very fancy chair. A very fancy chair. Sturdy too. Easy bake oven. I would have thought baking in oven was anything but easy. But to start with, how would it fit in itself? Leaders of the multiverse. Action figures only wears pants man in his arch-nemesis. Skull for a face but otherwise not a skeleton. Is that He-Man and Skeletor? Buzz would love these if they came with their Fortress Beige Skull playset. A painfully colorful puzzle. Or a Rubik's Cube. What a given to go into space, eh? The dark isolation of space, no kids, no toys, no lights, a limited supply of air. Oh man, I love this guy. Undisputed king of the dinosaurs, and dinosaurs didn't even observe political hierarchies or dynasties. An orange brontosaurus? Why don't you just give him a rocket pack if you're gonna make stuff up? Jeez. Okay, we got Buzz, and we got Woody. What a country this was way back when men were real men, and didn't take orders from stuffed teddy bears. When men were men and didn't... Okay. Aha! I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I know you only make me do these things as punishment. For my own good. Yes, sirree. Oh my goodness. Trecticon. It's Optimus Prime. I know these toys. Buzz collects them. They're robots that turn into slightly different looking robots. Oh yes, I see. This one changes from a truck with a container into a truck without a container. The stuff of wonders. Ah, jump ropes. Trying to trick kids into exercising since man invented rope. Rope is always useful, so I'll grab some of this if you don't mind. Ha! Me complain? Not in front of the bear, no siree. Oh, it's literally right there. Haha, this guy tells me what to do, and folks, let me tell you, it is not always pleasant. Are you okay, kid? Timon. Haha, isn't Christmas great? Chirpy music all season, so many flashing lights, I'm constantly disoriented. I can't recall the last time I saw daylight. Imagine getting somebody a gift from an appliance store. Ha! Yeah. I just needed to go back to tech shop for a second. TV screen. Ho ho ho, Merry Bimus. Don't forget to ask your parents for all the biggest toys this Christmas, children. No expense is too much if they love you. I think these messages used to be different before the Gremlins happened. Last time I checked or played this game. Brickman's Christmas Roundup, bringing you the top news and events of the past year. Oh, I love this show. I wonder if we'll get a mention. You do not. Aw, no fair. Oh, my favorite show is on. That's the local bus times. And there's a lot to see and do around the city, detective. You should hop on a random bus yourself someday. This TV has a printout of a newsroom where the glass should be. Cataman. He will fight the cosmic star. Her claws are made from tears of moon, protecting daylight from Singuri 5. She pledges licks of fury. What? Foreign cartoons are odd. You just gotta lean into the oddness is all. Open your heart to it. I have a feeling that's like a Sailor Moon reference. Maybe combined with something else. I don't know. Rico, what other features would you like to see? Can I look up the sports results? Elgar. Of course, just open this menu, scroll here, type in all your personal data, and then ask your question. Terrifying. Using 32 characters or less, including spaces. Then, your question is then sent through the Encyclopedia Britannica headquarters, where a person looks it up and replies. There we go, sent. Now we just wait for the answer. This may take a few units of time. Seconds? Minutes? Hours? What did you just send? I prefer to clean my vacuums by hand. These are just like the cameras we use to tell if an area is high crime or not. The ones that they wall mount and then count the number of days until somebody steals them? The very same. So, you use the cameras as like a litmus test to see, are people stealing stuff? That's it? I love this place. I wonder what new gadgets we can find to rig out the Popomoto with. Come on, Dooley. I just got the hang of using the police scanner. You're such a Luddite, detective. True, I put the no in technology. They shouldn't sell detonation equipment in a place like this. A boombox? Really? Wow, it's so big you can almost see the pixels. We're still investigating video's crime against you, sir. Oh, the radio. These are the same lamps we have in the station's interrogation cells. Actually, this might prove handy. Excuse me, sorry, what are you doing? You can't just take that. We're, confiscating it for a police investigation. Do you know the sports results, TM? All I want is to know how the sports did this season. That's very specific. Mm-hmm. Where are my sports results? They're on the way. Just gotta have a little patience. All hail Krampus, the king of Christmas chaos. I have no ideas. Some member of staff around here is bound to have a key. I can literally feel my brain just slogging through each screen for very little reason other than it's the end of the day. I might not get through as many of these as I hoped. Friendly dinosaur? Clearly these guys weren't junior paleontologists like me. Trying to ascribe human traits to reptiles. Typically human-centric notions. Barney. Oh, brain. I can already feel it turning off. Lamp. How am I gonna... This week's sporting news, I see the Spider-Moth coaches blaming their losing streak on a hex. I should probably investigate that, actually. So... News. Here, use this to find the information you want. Sports results! Whoa! Drat, another sale down the loo. It's like people don't want to pay $3,000 for a bit of rubbish tech without it being some ludicrous status symbol. The latest in portable cell phone technology. That's portable? It's huge. It comes with its own carry case, complete with wheels. How does a digital clock tell the time if it only has ones and zeros? Tell me that. You again. Didn't you cause enough harm today already? Wonder where that guy is now. Okay, so... what am I doing? Cotton candy. Ruth. Nope. Nugget? No. Yep, definitely tired. I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back. Okay. Should start playing with my fidget toy, see if that can get me thinking. I have an empty bucket, a pack of water soluble cotton candy. That gives me an idea. Garden hose, jump rope, vacuum cleaner, and a lamp. Water. If I were to do this, I need a good reason to turn this into a candy floss fountain. Candy floss fountain sounds like a good enough reason to me. That feels like the logical conclusion, but I don't have a trigger yet to do it. Okay, what else is there? I've got Buzz up on top of the fountain, reaching for the star of the tree. I've got a kid on top of Santa's grotto, a kid on top of the photo booth. Nothing else will use here now. Okay. So, I got the guy to leave. What did that accomplish? Huh. Lamp? My brain is not coming up with anything. Stop throwing stuff at us. Hmm. Okay. Let's head to the first screen. What do you want, innocent shopper? I need to get to the roof. Access restricted to security staff and law enforcement officers. We are police. Look at our badges. Accessing database. Awful modem whirling beep boo. Dial up noses. Badges not recognized. That makes no sense. Yeah, my king even asked me for our numbers the other day to double check we were on there. He kept sniggering away to himself, probably laughing at how unlikely it would be that we'd not be on there. But look at our current predicament. Oh wait. I see what happened now. We better find a way to ring dispatch and get it re-registered. Okay, now we're going somewhere. What? Oh, we gotta use the cell phone. That's... Okay. Can I use that phone to make a call, please? I guess. I'm not using this thing now that you chased off my customer anyway. Dispatch? Sally, it's McQueen. Can you add me and Dooley back into the very real police register, please? Sure thing, detective. Thanks. Okay, Dooley, let's go to get that robot's key. What now, human? Dooley might have a point about these, robot uprisings. They literally have a mall cop bot. Try your registry again. Fine. Double checking noises and sounds. Oh, you are on there. How good for you. Can we access the roof now? I guess you can have my access pass. I guess. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's see if there's anything up there we can use to capture that creature. Buzz can be a nuisance, sure, but calling him a creature is a bit harsh. The claw's missing. If I want to use it, I'll need to find a replacement. Do I have to go to the arcade for that? The water reserve for the sprinkler system. Nobody's buying that as a solution. Oh, come on. I don't get to spray everyone with literally cotton candy. Nice brisk night for standing around like this. Take all the time you need. I'm in no rush to get back indoors. You're freezing, aren't you? I'm so cold I can't see. He's right below this skylight. Claw's missing. If I want to use it, I'll need to find a replacement. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Arcade. That claw might work on the winch, but why is there a kid in there? He, crawled when he wasn't looking. Yeah, we read this before. So, how am I supposed to... Nope. So I need that claw. How do I get the kid out? Oh, man. Empty tub. Cotton candy. Hose. Jump rope. Vacuum cleaner. Lamp. And I need to grab a claw. And I have no idea how to coax this family's kid out of there. I've literally played this before, and this is just as confusing as the first time. It's not helped that I'm feeling slightly, marginally delirious. Just from tiredness, I guess. Okay. None of these items are working. Of the food court, photo booth. I remember this case being very obtuse. Should stick him in place. Okay, now we can use it. I can see that gnome Buzz is stuck up there. Time to go get him. Okay. I still don't have a claw for the... There he is. Now to find a way to reach him. So I gotta... Oh. What if I were to... There. Do I need a ton of candy? Not yet, I don't. Alright, I got too close. My shoes are stuck. Guess I'm barefoot from here on out. Detective shoes stuck in candy. 5 words. Take that, Hemingway. Okay. Oh, come on. This isn't gonna coax out the kid? Oh, what about Ruth? Okay, I got a bucket of cotton candy now. What am I supposed to do with it? Okay, Krampus, what you got? Merry Christmas, butts and goals. Let's mess this place and wreck these fools. Nope. So, what? Oh my goodness. Let's talk to the other shopkeepers. There must be something. Okay. My brain just can't right now. A garden hose, a jump rope, a vacuum cleaner, a lampshade, and a bucket of cotton candy. Alright, let's just focus on trying to get the hook so we can get Buzz. Forget the other kids right now. Why is there... What am I supposed to do with this dad and his kids? Like, seriously. Where's the context in any of this? This could be good leverage. I'll hold on to it for now. So, leverage for Emily? But I'm holding on to it. Why am I holding on to it? I need that claw right now. The trigger's in this case, I swear. Okay, need to find a replacement. Can I talk to her now and be like, hey, I need that claw? No. Cotton candy. This could be good leverage. I'll hold on. No. Why? I need to get rid of the dad. What are you doing here? Took me and my baby brother to see Santa, but Santa is lame, so now we're trying to steal toys from the claw machine. Might work on the winch, but why is there a kid in there? Was I even able to solve this the first time? When I was fully cognizant? I'm not sure I was. I don't remember a damn thing about this. Am I gonna be stuck on this one case for the entire night? Okay. Nope. Let's talk to Smithy. How are you finding? Well, need some action, frontline stuff. Cotton candy. Nope. Lamp. Nope. Nope. No. No. This guy mentioned bright lights. That's the only guess I got. I can literally feel my brain cells dying. I am not seeing any connections whatsoever with any of these. Besides the, I need a claw. How do I do that? Water, skylight. Cotton candy? No. Lamp? No. Vacuum cleaner? No. No. What's it been? No. Oh boy, I love quenching Christmas rolls at Christmas. They're good all year long, but at Christmas, for some reason, at Christmas, they just feel right. missed that little tidbit the first time. Okay. Five items. Literally no idea. The closest I've got is giving cotton candy to Emily. Wait. I need to talk to that mall cop. Hey. Do you know if the police are hiring? I want a gun. Beep beep bang bang. No. 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 I was thinking I could totally get his attention by having them go after the kid's dad so I could get the kids alone. But no dice. The only thing I can think of is I can't bribe Emily while her dad is here. But how do I distract her and move the dad? No, I can't hit the fire alarm. I should have remembered how extremely frustrating this case was. How about now? Could I entice you with some cookie dough now? Again, no thank you. I'd have one. I didn't offer any to you. Aw. Dooley's a fit one. Smithy wants action. He's trying to get out of his shack for that specific purpose. But what can I entice him with? I mean, how many of these characters have any actual specific purpose? Or am I just missing connections? Two of LPD's finest in my store. Wooey, thank you for everything. For you, everything's on the house. If it was a healthy food stuff. Jump rope. No. Lollipops. My brain has got nothing. We got a guy who is basically living in FNAF in there. I don't know what he wants, if anything. A former cultist that is currently working the box office, the theater. An overly health conscious activist at the counter at the candy store. And a guy with way too many history of relationship problems as the third wheel and ventures behind the gardener's counter. And then a shady tech salesman. The tech salesman, I just need to use the phone. Oh, my brain. I have no idea what to do with the other two kids. I have no idea how to bribe Emily or get into a position to bribe Emily for that hook that I need. That her little brother has access to right now inside of that claw machine. I got two gnome kids on ruse. One the photo booth, the other the actual Santa's grotto. There's an eggnog stand that I don't even know if I even get anything from. Oh, my brain. Do you want cotton candy? Do you want cotton candy? No. Do you want anything else? What am I going to use any of this other stuff for? Gonna eat your teeth. I literally have no idea. Could be good leverage. I'll hold it on to. Why? Why can't I use it now? I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing. Case is breaking me. I've been at this for an hour and a half, and I've barely solved one puzzle. Not even. What the fuck? Lamp. Vacuum cleaner. No. Shit. Cotton candy. Lamp. Vacuum cleaner. Jump rope. Garden hose. Me? No. Me? No. 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 I don't get it. I am literally just gonna go through everything and see what sticks. Because that is where I'm at right now. No. 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 No, 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 no. Nope. 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 Okay, here's a thought. Ruth has cookie dough. That is an easy bake oven. I eventually get my hands on some cookie dough. Whatever trigger that causes that, I bake them into cookies. And I don't know, lure one of the gnome kids off of the roof. Nope. 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 No. 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 I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Okay. Nope. 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 Stay away from my festive packets or I'll stuff you in a box and wrap it. Okay. Naughty, naughty, little mole. Hands off my stuff or I'll fill you with coal. Next thought. The lamp was mentioned that it's used in the interrogation room. But I don't see how that's relevant. No. 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 This is the only positive reaction I've gotten. Could be good leverage. I'll hold on to it for now. What connection do I need to make to do anything with it? I'm half a mind of actually just looking all this up. Yeah, I'm looking it up. This is just painful. City by hard. Okay. Mission 1, capture Buzz. Mission capture Buzz 2. Interrogated Buzz, defeating Krampus, rescuing Santa, saving Christmas. Capture Buzz. Candy store, got it. Hammer. Hammer Ned's store. I overlooked that. What's this supposed to do? Rubber hammer, the soft head means it's perfect for mildly smashing glass or knocking in 10 pegs without bending them. Makes for a great camping mallet. Unless you come up against bears, then the soft head will let you down. Sometimes at night I still hear Derek's screams. What have you been through, Ned? This might be handy. Mind if I take it, Ned? Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry, got to reminiscing there. Okay. As follows. Okay, stay back, kid. One delicate tap should do it. I knew I liked you for a reason, detective. I better get you home, boy, before your mama finds out what happened. Can I stay a while longer? Well, since the detective broke that machine, somebody has to take that stuff. To the authorities, I mean. Think you can handle that, girl? Wait until the cops are gone and pocket this stuff. Gotcha. You're gonna rob that stuff, aren't you? Honestly, not sure. My upbringing says yes, but my blood wolf in me says maybe only yes a little. Like 60% yes. What have you done to me? I don't know who I am anymore. Okay, here. This could be good leverage. I'll hold on to it for now. Oh, come on! Now to pull the claw out. Looks like I finally won something from one of these things. Okay. Nothing of use left in here. Emily, watch over those gifts. Sure thing. Okay, that's the piece I was missing. Should have the machine back up and running. Yeah. Here we go. And got him. Oh, he's just part of my inventory. We have him. Now to question him and find out what's going on around here. We can interrogate him. You can be the good cop, and I'll be, how is this guy still a cop? What? There we go. We need to find a question this guy. Okay. I know where. Here. Run off again. Jump rope. Hold him in place. Lamp. Okay, that's him tied down. Not to question him. Stops. Let's tell you all things. What are you? How are you Buzz? Is Buzz and isn't. Is Buzz and isn't. You're making no sense. Explain yourself. Krampus brings out worst in childer. That is what Gnome is. Badness incarnate. I didn't think Buzz could get much worse. How do we defeat Krampus? What's his weakness? Him lactose intolerant. No likes milk. No likes milk. Then let's milk it. There's a better way to phrase that. And as for you, mister, you can stay here until you quit whatever gang it is you've joined. I don't think this guy has any more info other than Krampus being allergic to milk. Okay. Good. Here we go. I just need some milk, please. Plain old milk. Don't sell it, mate. But you must have some. It's one of the ingredients of eggnog. Yeah, I have it. I just don't sell it. It's an eggnog stand, not a milk stand. Okay. Alright. Get the other children. No. Are you gonna be okay on your own? Are you serious? I'm a blood wolf. I'm ready for anything. That's my girl. Okay, Emily, don't steal that stuff. We both know I'm going to. Oi. No. Haha, you're interrogating a child in my shop, and boy, I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, so what am I missing? What am I missing? Unless you're gonna buy that phone for yourself, don't talk to me. I need to make up the commission you cost me. Okay, so I need milk from Norman, but he only sells eggnog. I wonder if they'll need volunteers to clean this mess up. Okay. Right over that unhelpful eggnog man in his cart. It reaches, but I need some power to... Okay. You're right. I need a minute. Combining these... Okay. Homemade pump. Balcony. Okay. I now have a vacuum cleaner full of milk. This really is the season that keeps on giving. Okay. Now we squirt Krampus. Boss, no talk to adults. Only kids. Back off. I'll need to find a child that he hasn't turned yet. This guy? No. Need to find a child. Him. No. I know. Emily. Oh, come on! Emily, can you do us a favor and bring some stuff to Santa, please? What's in it for me? The warm feeling of seasonal goodwill? That's not gonna rot my teeth. I need them to fall out so I can get cash from the Tooth Fairy and buy myself a set of metal chompers. Chomp chomp. Chomp chomp. Oh, candy! Okay. I'll go see stupid claws for you. She did not take the, Okay, guys, I'm here. Now what? Okay, take this to Santa. Sure, I'm loyal to my world while the tub still holds candy. I got you some treats. Nuh-uh. Santa don't like milk, only cookies. Drat, I better hunt down some cookies to soak in this milk. Okay. And it means I'm talking to Ruth. Can I trouble you for some cookie dough now? Well, you didn't want it when I first offered. I say, old girl, this chappie's on a mission, no doubt. Needs a slap of your dough to fix a hull breach or some such. I'd wager, best help him out. Oh, Smithy, you know I was going to share it. Just having giggles with this gentleman and his boy. Hey. Okay. And to bake it. Let's bake some cookies, yay! Any minute now. Any minutes. And they're baked. Baked cookies. Soak the cookies in the milk and get them to Krampus before they turn to goo. Okay. Now it's making more sense. Okay, take these to Santa. The guys and treats. Yes, come to me, my little small. Come and join my festive hall. Whatever, weirdo. Just eat the treats. Okay. Num num. Wait. Something was up with that food. Because now I don't feel so good. My minions! I've made a grave mishap. I've fallen into their tasty trap. Oh noes! Big man go floaty way. What? Ah! Ha! Krampus is gone, but the children are still trapped as gnomes. Hey, what's that behind the throne? Julie, I was saying that children, they're... Yeah, but look at that new thing. What mystery it holds, what promise for adventure. But the new thing! Fine, but after we look at it, we have to save the children. I agree 100% with whatever it is you just said. Now, new thing, please. There, I did my part. Christmas nil. Emily won. Mia's diplomatic immunity, maybe? Event. Can we talk about saving the kids now? Where do you think it goes? Dooley, come on now. Focus. I am focused on the mysterious, wondrous vent. Dooley, why do you think there's a Santa hat in there? What? There's a hat, just in the vent. There. That guy floating off with his... That guy floated off with his, so why do you think there's another one there? Do you reckon that's where the real Santa was hidden? Guess I best go find out. Here, hold my coat so I can move around a bit freely. Boy, it's dark in there. It's cool. You can borrow my lighter. Damn it, Dooley was right. Santa's hat is in here. I better search around and see what else I can find. Red jacket, he must have come this way. Now I'm just curious what's down. Teddy bear. You again? Oh yes. He's been around. The Rat King. Bring me cheese, do my bidding. I obey. He's got a big brain. Wait, that was a boot. His other boot, he must be close now. Nope. Dave, I wondered if you were still around. Okay, I'm starting to get lost. Whoa. What? Tiny houses. Oh, it looks like they're getting ready for Tiny Christmas. Wait, what? Trousers, this must be the right way. One of Santa's boosts. I must be on the right path. But it feels like his dialogue was switched because we came across the other one first, and he said that if it was the second one he found. And then this one came after. Let's bundle all this together before moving on. There you are. What? Oh, the gag, yes. 1 second. There you go. Thank goodness. I said I've been waiting for you. I knew you'd save the day. Huh? Because I'm Santa Claus. Now hand me those clothes and let's get out of here. I have 1.9 billion gifts. I have 1.9 billion gifts to deliver and we're running out of time. Clothes, please. Yes, of course. Thank you. Could you turn around for a moment? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. Okay, let's go. They seem to be long forgotten. No wonder this mall is so cold. Seems to be locked. Guess we're going out the way I came in. Follow me. Brr, it was cold in there. Glad to have my coat back. Oh dear, Krampus has left this place in a mess. Mutated children and general bad vibes everywhere. What can we do to reverse things? Here, take this magic Christmas dust. It'll reverse the bad magic. I don't have much left, so you'll need to water it down. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Here we go. Should water down the dust now to trigger the sprinklers and soak those monsters. Does this count as a nod to earlier cases, or is it just lazy work? Can it be both? Here goes nothing. That's the kids saved. Let's go tell Santa. Well done. Now I'll have the remainder of the Christmas dust back, please. Remainder? Back? I should have put you on the naughty list for that, but you used it for a good cause. Thank you both. If you hadn't been here, this would have been a disaster. Happy to help. Well, I'd better get going. I have a lot of gifts to deliver, and I'm already running late. Good luck out there. It's going to be a cold one tonight. Keep up the good work. You too, boys. You too. Good job, us. Case closed. And they left Buzz tied up. Oh no! My sleigh! Maybe we spoke too soon. Let's go see what's happening. That's not where the scream came from, Detective. What's going on here? Well, if it's not McLean and Officer Fooley. I'm clamping this man's reindeer for loitering. He doesn't even have a permit from the city. I have one from the North Pole licensing department, and a note from the NPPD, North Pole Police Department. I'm not interested in what the NPPD have to say. This isn't their jurisdiction. Why don't I take over for this? Cover the paperwork. No thanks. I'll do it when I get into the office. Then your friend here can go through the appeals process there. Oh, look at the time. I just clocked off for the holidays. I guess that paperwork can wait until I'm back. Toodles. What a jerk. How will I deliver all the gifts without my reindeer? Could you hook your sleigh up to our car and make it fly? Normally, yes, but somebody used all my Christmas dust and I'm left with no way to power it. Somebody used all of the dust? Who would do such a... Oh, yes. Never mind. Can we make more dust? Only by finding a kid who doesn't believe in Christmas and changing their mind. We'd best start looking. Look at all those lights. Each a home. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? All those homes with kids, not getting gifts now. We'll fix this, Dooley. Yeah, I know we will. Don't talk to me. I'm off the clock. He did it. He really did it. A king clamped Christmas. Wow. Did you find a child who didn't believe in Christmas? Working on it. Okay, right, that's it. I'm wearing a coat next year. Probably. I'm so embarrassed that we didn't decorate the car now. Yeah, me too. Ah, you're getting your fingerprints all over it. Your greasy smudge will cost us valuable miles per hour up there. Okay. Now to find... Here's Emily. Emily? What? Yes? I wasn't standing here debating whether to take the leftover gifts or not. Is there still cotton candy in that tub? Yeah, but I'm working on it. Well, if it still is cotton candy, you're still in my employ. Come with us. Ah, man. I knew I shouldn't have stopped to rest my teeth and or tummy. I did. She's right here. Okay, I'm here. What now? This is Santa Claus. For real. Santa Claus. Hello, Emily. Rubbish. Santa's not real. If I'm not real, how did I know that you sent me a letter? They made us in school. Anyone would have known that. What did I ask for? This. Blowtorch! Of course! Little pyromaniac asked for a blowtorch. My blowtorch! No way! Yes way, Emily. Yes way. This cannot be safe. You really are Santa Claus! Look, the car. It's taking off. We should be able to fly now. Simon, hook up the sleigh. Aw, man. I thought it was done for the night. Oh ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! And there's Krampus. We did it, Detective! We saved Christmas! Yeah, and now St. Nick can sort us out with gifts for tomorrow. Win-win. We didn't forget anything else, did we? Yes! I knew it! Guys? 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 Okay, that took way too long. I think I got stuck on the same thing last time. Poltergeist. Dinner with the Dooley family. Ooh. Thanks for coming to dinner, Detective. My sister loves meeting my colleagues. Dooley, I've been coming to dinner at your sister's once a month for years. And she loves it. Let's get inside before my tummy revolts. Aw, look at this friendless chap. No him alone, eh? We brought him a friend, but it got lost in New York. Okay. Did you take the squad car over? I was running late. Sirens are a hungry boy's best friend. Patricia is going to be so happy that you made it. It always amuses me that your sister is called Patricia. Why? What? Really? You don't think it's odd that you're called Patrick and she's Patricia? Nope, it's a good name. My older sister Patris agrees, as does my brother, also Patris. Also Patris? How else would we tell them apart from normal Patris? Why is there no sound out of these? They broke last summer, so I glued them back together. Glued them up real good. Nothing else? Alright. What the? What's going on here? Yeah, Buzz, turn the TV off if you're playing your Joy Child. Electricity doesn't grow on trees. No, Dooley, the TV. What? I just told him it's alive. Yes, alive and angry. The things kids watch these days, eh? Is that the Scream painting? Interesting piece. Mom painted it. It's called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. That's a reference to a book. That's literally the title. So that's... You'll ruin your appetite with that stuff, Buzz. All the more dinner for you to eat, then. We need to get this kid more snacks stat. Let's see. The workout horror flick, The Exorcist. A story about some vampires realizing the error of their ways, The Found Boys. And the incredibly tame fantasy adventure classic, No Trouble in Little Italy. Wait, these aren't books. This is a hidden safe, but there's nothing inside it. I wouldn't leave anything of worth in a place like that. There's a lot of book thieves around this area. They may steal your valuables by mistake, and then everyone would be upset. Daisies are my favorite type of flower. Mine's wholemeal. The colonel needs its fiber. That's vile. Ah, what? Hey, Buzz. Yeah, you made me lose my high score. I hate you. Because they're such magical creatures, eh, Detective? What's going on here? Nothing. Buzz, tell your Unky Detective what happened. Ah, it's fine. Mom rented a video game to watch after dinner. Mom rented a video to watch after dinner, but I was bored and put it on. Then the TV flipped out, so I played my game. Where did you rent this video from? Indian Burial Ground Video Rentals Incorporated. And where's the tape now? I don't know. Still in the machine, I guess. Did you try to eject it? Why would I do that? God. Other than there being a thing in your TV? God, leave me alone. You're ruining my game. Whatever. Whatever Sister's cooking smells great. You can even call me Officer Drooly. What if we can just eject the tape? Nuh-uh. Zap. Ouch, my fingers. I need some other way to remove it. Good luck, flesh bag. Let's just unplug it. Don't think so. Zap, zap, zap. Ow! Ha ha! Take that. What the? Save me, Polly. What? Are you trapped there? Who are you? Ha ha ha! I'm just yanking your chain. I don't need saving, but the people in this house do. What are you? I'm a poltergeist, a professional hunter of places with a preference towards possessing and/or moving things. And this house is my new home. Why are you here? A team of game developers trapped me in a VHS tape. I don't know why, but these fools freed me. And I'm never going back. I want revenge for being trapped like that. An utterly dehumanizing experience. But you're not human. I don't care. I just want an excuse to cause trouble. Where have you hidden the remote control? Far away from here and far away from you, Flashy. Why is nothing ever easy? What do you want? Mayhem! I'm slowly taking control of this house, and once I do, I'm gonna crush everything and everyone in it. We better get everyone out of here, Dooley. Odd. The door's locked. Ha ha! Tick-tock, tick-tock! I'm gonna crush everyone who lives in this block. We need to find a way to exercise this TV, and fast. How polite for a soon-to-be flattened flesh bag. Not on my watch, creep. Glad you boys could make it. Thanks for inviting us, Patricia. I swore my spandex uniform so you'll have room for I'd have room for seconds. I can never foresee a situation where I want to carry a pot around in my jacket. You carried one around at camp. Washing machine. Need some help taking out the washing? Always. Buzz is useless when it comes to chores. Thank you, Francis. Sheet. Baked beans, pizza, because the little people in your life are disgusting. Serial killer. Spot them while they're young. Popular tarts. The breakfast treat of choice for promiscuous children. Oh. Oh. I never got that joke before. Oh, God. Careful now, it's piping hot. Don't eat too much. Dinner will be ready soon. I won't. I just need to borrow these sausages. Confiscating these for later? Good plan. So, what's going on in here? Bus must have left the pantry light on. He's forever leaving lights on. Does he think electricity grows on trees? That's not a saying. Did your sister get an extension built into the house? On little Buzz's income? Unlikely. I wish I could stop sign. I wish I could. Why is there no actual food in this pantry? We've got a pretty judgy expression. You've got a pretty judgy expression for a rubber duck trapped outside of time and space. There's the remote. I just need a way to safely get to it. They won't reach. Even if they did, they'd only make the remote too greasy to pick up. I need something less greasy to use with this. Cheat? Won't reach by itself. No, no more snacking. Honestly, you boys. Hi Francis, I hope you brought your appetite with you. I did, thanks for having me. My pleasure, Francis. You know I love when you visit. Your pantry. Have you noticed anything dimensional about it? Well, there has been a draft coming from it today. Is that what you mean? Sure. I'll see if I can fix that. That would be fantastic, but try not to get too dirty. Dinner will be ready soon. Dinner smells good. Fry it up with some onion and garlic and anything will smell good. Ha! I'm sure it'll be lovely. It'll be better than a steady diet of coffee and donuts anyway. Garlic is good for chasing off unnatural things. May I take some? Sure, here are some leftovers. It'll leave your hands smelling divine. Okay. Kirsha, have you noticed anything unusual since Buzz tried out that tape? He watched it already? That boy, so exhausting. Sorry, Francis. I've been running all over the place getting dinner ready, so I don't think I'd have noticed even if the walls were closing in around me. Talk soon, Francis. Garlic. What kind of guest do you think I am? Not doing that. Okay. Where's the remote, kid? Who knows? Mom probably lost it. I hit it with my poltergeisty powers. You never fight it in time to stop me from breaking free. Okay. Three screens. It won't reach by itself. It won't reach. In no situation is this a safe substitute for rope. Okay, Dooley. Hold on to this as tightly as you can. I will never let go, Jack. Don't say that. She did let go. She held onto the promise. Hey, let's discuss this over dinner. Right now, it's time to grab this remote. Fine. Dead remote. Nothing's happening. I'm invincible! Yeah, the batteries are dead. Nah, they're good. I'm just all powerful. Don't look for new ones. Just give up and accept your fate. Huh. Can I taste? Can I? Practice duly. Learn some patience. If I wanted patience, I'd have become a doctor. Brat. I need batteries, but... There's literally 2 screens now. I don't need or want to go back in there. Where do I find the batteries? Oh, hey. Hey, Buzz, want some chocolate? Yes. I'll trade you for the batteries from your Joy Child. No way. Okay. More delicious chocolate for Dooley and me. Hooray! Fine, I'll trade. Aww. That's the remote back up and running. Get that away from me! You've received item Evil VHS. Give me back my tape, you monster! You want to crush us all and I'm the monster? This won't stop me, you know. I'm still gonna squish you all, only now I'll make it slow. Maybe I can do something to this tape that will help me get rid of that thing. Garlic. Hopefully we can stink the evil out of this tape. Ritual package. Won't work until the juices are baked in and purified the tape. Just have to put this in here for a moment so the garlic juices can melt in and cleans the cassette. And it's ready. Cleans the VHS. Wait, this doesn't taste right. Urgh. Damn you! Bacon, cabbage, and potato, my favorite. Eat up, everyone. I want my 3 best boys ready for whatever the world throws at them. Thanks, Patricia. No need to thank me. We're all family here. Grown-ups are lame. Okay, that was a lot quicker. And a lot more straightforward. Bates Motel. It's Julie's birthday, so I'm taking you to Twin Lakes' #1 roadside attraction to celebrate. Excited? Boy, am I! This is such a neat way to spend my birthday. I can't believe Chief Scully gave us the time off work. I have a lot more sway here with the chief than you might think. You didn't tell her, did you? No. But the perk of the job, I told her E1 Chupacabra was causing trouble out there. El Chupacabra was causing trouble out here. Is that a gang? Point is, we're not expected back at the office for a few days. So let's get there and kick back. I can't believe it's taken us so long to come to Twin Lakes' finest roadside attraction. Finest and only attraction. I'm excited to see what sort of stuff has been fished up from Lake Monster and stored here. And I'm excited to find out why they're taken all the way out here to the desert and not stored near the lake itself. Anyway, let's grab our bags from the car and sort out our room at reception before we go visit the museum. So much neon. It's so you can't see how crummy this place is. Knowing where my best friend brings me is for my birthday could be crummy. That must be the satellite antenna for the motel. A trash can full of old burrito wrappers and half-full energy drink cans. That's a potent drink. It lets you see sounds and hear your heart beatbox. I hope I never have to drink that. Yeah, I know. I was booked in, didn't want to risk there being no rooms left in the inn. Inn? It's a motel, detective. Julie, why did you bring a lamp? We're only here for the night, so I figured I'd pack light. Just that and some power supplements in case I want to work out while we're here. I love you, buddy. Don't ever change. I try not to. It's why I'm wearing my uniform on holidays. What are you watching? None of your business. That's what. Did you know the first reception was built in Ohio by Julius Caesar in 932 BC? What history books are you reading? Wait, you can read about history? Close the friggin' door and you're letting all the sand in. Why are you here anyway? We have a room booked here. So you're the guys. I was wondering if you were gonna turn up. It's late. You're late. You're in room 2. Thanks. Don't thank me. I didn't clean the place out after the last guest. We're here for the attraction. Then you're in the wrong place, moron. This here is a motel, as you should have been able to see from the motel sign out front. Not so good at detectiving for a detective, eh? Attraction is back out on the main road. Then follow the sign. You'll know when you're near on the account of localized sandstorm. Localized sandstorm? That's what I said, ain't it? Now Now you think a smart guy like you can handle all that? Huh. Yeah, I caught that fish myself. You ain't never caught one that big, have ya? No, that's for sure. That ain't for no customer's use. It's for when I want to fax my mother. Make sure she's fed the cat. She never remembers to feed that damn cat. Every night I come home to it screaming at her and her screaming at it. Just feed the damn cat, Ma. Why are you using your fax machine for that? I don't want to talk to her. Don't want to talk to you either. I'm so glad this place is aircon. It's so warm out in the desert. Stop taking all my cool air. Your room has its own cool air. Go breathe in there. You're raising the temperature level in here. Hey, that water's not for drinking. Really? What do I look like, a unicorn to you? Of course, really. It's my water. You want water? You go to the diner next door. Hey, wise guy. Where's it you think you're going? In there's for golden ticket holders. You just hold a golden ticket? No? Thought not. The desert. A one-step destination for all your poorly conceived spiritual journeys. It's too dark to see anything inside. Not us, we're one over. It's full of out-of-date shampoo and toothpaste. All the food items are gone. Doesn't look like this is all that well-maintained. Much like on all non-military services in this country. Oh look, there's a bag of cheese puffs in this slot. Might as well take it. These things never go off. Cheesy puffs. Maybe we should close the curtains. Here we are. Finally, I feel like we've been walking forever and seeing nothing. Okay, this is us. Let's dump our bags. Vibrating bed. It's one of those 50-cent vibrating finger beds. Hello, gorgeous. I've seen these before. It's the AI that controls the ship. Hello? Are you there? They must have let its battery run down. Good. I don't want it watching me sleep. Thank goodness there's aircon. This desert heat would be stifling otherwise. I don't think I could stay indoors without it. No expense spared on this room, eh? Sorry, Dooley. It's all I could afford. Huh? No? I'm serious. I love it. Thanks, detective. Aw, I'm glad. Seems to be a good place to put our bags. We have half a phone. But is the phone half empty or half full? There's a note saying, I owe you one Bible, signed Pastor Forelli. Ha! Surfer dude. This is not connected to anything. I guess we're sleeping with the lights on. Why do we still have our bags? Good place to put our bags. Oh, luggage. Here. Okay, that's settled in. Well, shall we go see the attraction now? Yes, finally. Our luggage. I can't believe all you brought was protein supplements. Really? Are you sure you can't believe it? Actually, yeah. I can't believe it. Want some? I got enough to share. Fine. Yay! Nice! Energy. Haha! Super shake! The amount of fizzing and hissing that caused does not get me excited to drink this later on. And it looks like a sundae. Oh, only some kind of mission or quest would get me to drink this. It's gonna get me high out in the desert, isn't it? Curtains are pulled over. I can't see inside. Not us. We're run over. Swimming pool. Relaxed man. What are you doing out here at this hour? Sunbathing. It's nighttime. I don't want to get sunburned. Daytime is when the rays are out and hunting. This brings back bad memories. A bucket of highly chlorinated water from the pool. You want to watch that stuff. They say it's good for your teeth, but really it's so the sheeple don't rise up against the government. Dooley, you're thinking of fluoride, which is not used for mind control. Also, you shouldn't be putting chlorine anywhere near your mouth. It's toxic. Oh, that might explain the horrible taste in my mouth each morning. Look at those flies go. Probably drying themselves off after a swim. Are we gonna clean the donut crumbs out of the car finally? Dooley, you left those crumbs there. Is that a no then? Dustbuster mop. Looks like a witch's broom for a damper kind of witch. Circuit breaker for the motel. Must be where the motel heats its water and rooms. Pool too, I guess. I'm glad I got to see this. I missed out on the last boiler room. It's a beauty, alright. I'm glad I brought trunks. I'm glad I like skinny dipping. Diner is this way. Boy meets grill. The age-old love story. Wait, what was the message? Is it just... Is it just flickering? Bum trill? This sign is painted on. I guess they're open 24/7. Those are my kind of opening hours. I can't believe we were able to get into such an exclusive establishment. I think you may want to rein in those expectations, buddy. Behind diner. What's behind diner? Rat. Hey there, little... Whoa, fast one, aren't you? The vent into the kitchen. Standard dinner waste. And an abandoned car. Looks like there's a discarded cross wrench in the trunk. I prefer my wrenches happy. Let's take it and cheer it up. Imagine a witch jumped out from behind this bin and we both had heart attacks and died. Right. No more scary movies for you before bed. Aww. Oh, hey. Looks like a processed torpedo coming right from my heart. I hope the burgers here are as good as they look. Are they ever? Not in Twin Lakes, honey. The mayor ruled all food has to be worse than the advertised. Keeps the population dissatisfied. Order whatever you want, boys. Yes, but remember the cook only really knows how to bake cookies. Ah, wait, what? Mustard and ketchup, the two genders. What? Can we stop what we're doing and order one of everything, please? I need some of those to wipe the drool from my mouth. Perfect for carrying meals, hitting muggers on the head, and impromptu games of frisbee. How is it? It's rats and mice, you know. Proper pastry. Right. Of course. It's all that stuff. Of course it is. Alright, shoppers. Vince. Shoppers? It's rhyming slang for coppers. Is it? I don't know. Trying to butter churn it. Learn it. Right. Doesn't sound like it's going all that well. No. What brings you here? Trying to promote our roadshow, Lady Carnival's frivolous carnivals. Wait, is that slang for or what it's called? I don't know anymore. See you later, perspective. Welcome, boys. Can I fix you up a little something to eat? Are you the boss here? I surely am. No, it's only me. Though it's only me and Claus, and we're closed off season, so it's not that fancy a setup. Keeps my lights on and his workshop running, so... Wait, forget I said anything. Are you linked to the motel? Gracious, no. I don't think Narvin would want to work with others. Narvin. He's not what you call a people person. Why is Narvin in a public-facing job? Way I heard it, family business. His mom fished. His pa ran the place. He got stuck with it for some reason or another, but I think he likes the power. I think he wanted to get his hands on the real abuse of authority and become police, but it didn't work out. Hey! If they'd given me a shrug animation, this is when I'd use it. Y'all come back now, you hear? And it's Claus. Fry cook. Hey, I know you. You're Santa Claus. No, I'm not. I'm somebody else. Yes, somebody else entirely. What are you doing here? I'm just a guy with bills to pay, just like you. Heating bills, am I right? Maybe. Heating instead of cooling. Yaha. Season's greetings, whatever they might be. Some weighing scales, they don't look used. I'm an artist. I guess the amounts. And the elves help. I mean, Merry Cookmas. Oh, drat. A shiny food blender for sauces and shakes. And seasonal items such as eggnog. And just an example. Some yeasts for making burger buns and other stuff rise and expand. My desire for a burger is rising and expanding as we stand here. Maybe I should... Hold it there. You can't just take my yeast. I need it for making Christmassy and other more year-long types of cakes. I guess a place like this can never have too many sauces. A jar of maple syrup. Now we just need a stack of pancakes. This could work well as a makeshift glue. Not a chance. I know what you're like, young fella. Because I never met you before. Did you know that outside of America, people call this jelly? They don't call this jelly, they call it jam. And jelly is what we call jello. Here, jams means stuck, but also there it means stuck as well as jelly. Language is zany. Yeah, I'd hate to be a non-American trying to capture even a loose glimpse of their culture. Well, as us Americans are always saying, when in Rome, Monday morning quarterback. I could not agree more. It's full of Christmas cookies. It's my signature dish. I think we should check it for clues. Seems to be broken. I hope no critters get in here. Me too. I'd have to close down and wait for fumigation if they did. What it wouldn't do to have a kitchen like this at home. Okay. Okay. Let's take the road. Billboard truck. Carnival is coming to Twin Lakes? What are we doing at this dump? I mean, thanks for the thoughtful birthday trip. Bates Motel vacancy. It's a shame the signs are the fanciest part of this place. Nothing like that dry spring desert air. You can really feel the sand in your nostrils. Ah, I didn't think it was this much of a walk. It'll be good for us. I wonder what that haze in the distance is. What's going on here? I think it's part of the attraction? I don't, Dooley. I don't. It's a sandstorm. Why is it centered on the attraction? Does this mean... Yes, Dooley. A case to investigate. Say it ain't so. There's a sandstorm. I want to get into that. We need to find a way to block it. Can it get in while the sandstorm is blocking the way? We need to cut the storm off. Information stand seems to be closed down because of the storm. Does the storm look nice, Detective? I can't see with all this sand in my eyes. I wonder if this could block the wind causing that sandstorm. What? Okay, desert. Anthill. A hill made of ants. Close, buddy, close. Ruff, ruff. Wolf? Look, detective, he's waving. And for once, I'm glad to see you, Moon. It'd be very dark if we were out on our own. Looks like a football. Just don't kick it. What a beautiful night. We never really see the moon in the city. Dooley, we see it all the time, most nights. Oh? Never really look up in the city, on account of not being able to see anything when I do. Only some kind of mission request would get me to drink this. Okay. I need to talk to Vince. Is that your truck out front? My what? Your truck. Your, rubber duck? Oh yeah, my rubber duck. Hmm? It's parked out on the indecipherable code. What? Indecipherable code? Road? Yep. Can I borrow your bee's knees? Oh, if you want the bee's knees, then I want something in return. Oh, now, let me think. A garden hermit. One for my arsenal to set up in your circus, clown. Okay, sure. Sorry, what? If you want my truck keys, I need a permit so my carnival can set up in your town, mate. Yeah, okay. I understood it that time. Right, off to the phone. I go to phone the precinct. See you later, Perspective. Okay. That ain't for no customers' use. Need for police business. Fine, but you got 30 seconds, I swear. Dispatch? Sally, it's me. I need a... Who's me? Sally's Detective McQueen. We work together. We're friends. Well, if we're such good friends, how come you didn't ask how I was first? Straight into business. I can go the business route too, you know. I'm sorry, Sally. That was rude of me. How are you? Busy. Too busy for idle chatter. What's up? Can you ask the chief to sign a permit so a carnival can come to Twin Lakes? No need. I have pre-signed permits here. Consider it done. Why do you have pre-signed permits just sitting around? Look, do you want the permit or do you want to ask questions? She's like radar from MASH. Permit, please. I'll fax it to you. You received item permit. Okay. I have your permit. Sorry, what was it? You're something hermit. Oh, that's a week-long cruise. Good news. Here are my rubber duck's bee's knees, truck's keys. I appreciate it, but I have to ask, why are you trying to talk like this? Seems like a lot of hassle. It adds an air of authenticity, doesn't it? Does it, though? Road. Truck keys. Hop in, Dooley. Let's go block that sandstorm. Okay, the truck has blocked enough of the storm to get us near the entrance. This is exciting. Usually people are struggling to get out of museums. Welcome to Trout of This World. Twin Lakes Twin Lake Findings Museum. Hello again. Hello again to you too. Long time no see? You don't remember me, do you? I'm afraid that is where you have caught me out. Please forgive me. It is in my job as tourist officer of Twin Lakes, I meet literally tens of people a year. Try though I do, I cannot remember them all. What was that storm about? You know, I often wonder the same thing about storms and blizzards. Heat waves too. What is it about? What's it all about? What about this one? Ah, Jamie, this one. They will come and they will ask you about, I told myself. Sadly, I had stepped out to the bathroom. All I know is that a fisherman came to see the place, and by the time the storm came, he was gone. What did he look like? Yellow hair and a mustache. and fisherman clothes, as in clothes that smell like fish. What can you tell us about this place? Well, despite the numerous warnings, many people go to Lake Monster to fish. Of course, the very real monster has almost certainly eaten all of the fish. There's probably no fish to catch. People dredge up old boots, license plates, terrible artifacts of power, and reverse bicycles. In case they're of value, the mayor wants them all cataloged, and in case they belong to the terrible lake fiend, I, as the head of tourism, store them as far from the lake as I can. When something is found, I drive it over here. Wait, reverse bicycles? Yes, the frame is made of inflated rubber and the wheels are metal. Local inventor Claudia Brott invented them to reduce bike congestion across the city. Do you have any merchandise? Oh yes, we sell boots modeled on boots found in the lake. They're very uncomfortable. We also have t-shirts, soaked in lake water to give them a unique pungent smell. And hats with our logo on them. Oh, a hat! I want a hat! One hat for the birthday boy, please. Coming right up. So when you said a logo on it, I meant we have built-in miniature versions of our logo on top, yes. I love it! Museum rules. 1. No licking items, building, or other attendees. 2. Theft to display items only okay for supernatural investigations. 3. No lake monsters. Okay, let's dig our way in. So far, I'm digging this case. Look at all that, the finest things fished from the bottom of Lake Monster. A bowling ball, a teddy bear, and oh look, I knocked over a lamp. Wait, how did I get here? Was I fished out of the lake? Of course not, Dooley. Ha, I had you going there for a second, thinking I was fished out of a lake. You did, didn't you? But seriously, I wasn't, right? Speaks for itself, really. Yes, there are no cameras on display here. Stay strong, guys. Somebody will fish one up someday. Vivian, look at all this stuff. I don't think you're meant to take photos. It says so right there on the sign. What are you, the police? Yes, actually. Oh, I just thought your son was dressed up for Halloween. We're the same age, and it's the wrong time of year. Yeah, I guess I'm sorry? Don't be. I'm very flattered. What kind of bait do you think they used to catch this? Oh wow, a photo of Bigfoot! That's the picture I took. Wait, you've met Bigfoot? Can you introduce me? Sure. It says the Holy Grail genuine article number 3423 from a limited run of 5,000. Genuine indeed. Strange looking lamp with the lid removed. The genie's not in right now. Please leave your wish after the beep. Beep. I wish I didn't have to go back to work after this trip. I wonder if this is a real genie's lamp. And if so, where's the genie? That stray magic might explain the sandstorm outside. We should look around. Something that powerful could cause a lot of trouble. We better have a look around for it. Hey, this looks like that camp counselor I met. That was Nigel. In disguise. In a disguise. Oh yeah. Boy, is it convincing. Anonymous customer complaint. Can't swim. C4NT5WI1M. This claims to be Excalibur. Give me a look. Huh, I can't get it out. A bird skeleton. Reminds me of the time I picked museum locks with some of these. Oh, of course. This guy is starting to make me nervous. This is a pretty ominous looking skull. Yeah, but it's off screen, so we shouldn't pay any attention to it. Wow, two-headed fish. I can see the stitch lines. A two-headed fish that can stitch. Even more impressive. I don't know. Drink this? I don't think we should break into this room. They're fragile and I don't want to break them. Okay. Look at the jawline on this fella. You're gorgeous, debonair, suave. I was gonna say blue. How shallow, only to notice the color of my skin. No, it's not so common around here. Where I am from, everyone is blue. Pink faces like you would be odd. But I have the decency not to make a thing of it. Sorry. So you're the missing genie? Yes, I was minding my own business, drying out some soaked delicacies for my lamp's skinny dip in your lake, when this man gives me an unsolicited rubbing. Now I'm stuck with him until he makes 3 wishes. Usual fare, no extra wishes, nuclear wars off the table, and no naughty stuff. I thought I'd escape this life, but now I'm stuck with him until he's wished out. Then whoever finds me next gets to go. I wish I knew a way to break this cycle and get home to my family. People running around the statue with wishes seems dangerous. Running around the state. Maybe we can get this genie home. And maybe we can get them home while we are at it. I just said that. Good, because, seems like getting wishes off the streets of TL would be a good thing. I'm surprised you're so against it. Dooley, I'm not against it. I suggested it. Okay, I won't force your arm. I just think it'd be safer for the city if we helped. And nice to get them home. Where are you from? I'm from the dreams of ancient men, a place of incompatible delight and sights. You don't know, do you? Nah, left when I was a kid. How would you get home? I don't know. I've never gotten back. All I know is that I've tried to be free of this guy's wishes first. I'm sorry that I can't give you better guidance, but wishes are my realm. For guidance, you need something like a spirit quest. A spirit quest? Yeah, a high-intensity journey into the wilderness. High intensity? Like, high energy. People usually mix up a powerful concoction to help them get into the bright mindset. I don't not know much more, to be honest. Not my kind of thing. But maybe someone wise can guide you? Wise, eh? I'll do what I can, but I'm not promising anything. If you need me, ask me anything else, you know where to find me. Besides wherever Master here goes. Ah, what a cute couple. Guten Abend, mein Freund. Good evening. Hello, friend. What a glorious evening. As a child, I'd sit out on evenings like this and think. And think what? I'd just think, thoughts. Who's your friend? This is my good luck charm, my ace in the hole. A third phrase meaning they are good for me to have. With them, I will surely find the best piece of lake junk that has ever been found. Then I'll be on the cover of Lake Junk Monthly. That will undoubtedly lead to a dazzling array of talk show panels and book signings. Not my books, of course. I've not written one. I'll just sign random books. After that, what life could possibly hold for me. I'll grow jaded, weary, and travel the world looking for the next lake to fish in, the next piece of junk to find, always hoping to relive past glories. In the end, my mania will overshadow the original find and will become solely what I'm known for, or so I can hope. What brings you to the desert? Well, I'll tell you a story. Shall I? I came here to fish something up from your lake and put it in the museum here. Is that the end of your story? Yes. Didn't you like it? It was certainly to the point. What are some random likes and dislikes for no reason? Not at all. I don't like being hungry or being too warm, and I am allergic to ants. They make me itchy. On the other hand, I enjoy forcing mystical beings into helping me fish junk to a better standard than what I'd otherwise achieve. This has been good conversation. Thanks for having it. Auf Wiedersehen. Just look at that water. Chemical blue is the name, I think. Well, goodbye, normal blood pressure. What? What the hell? Where did that come from? What do you mean? That's been there all along. No, wait. Is this how you see the world all the time? Finally, you're here. We thought you weren't gonna make it in time. Dixit. In time? Yes, you're scheduled for 15 minutes ago. You're lucky we had a cancellation, or we'd have not have been able to fit you in tonight. Sounds like you run on a pretty tight ship. Oh, we have to. The desert is littered with people trying to find themselves these days. You ask me, I think unchecked capitalism has left us in a place where people's identity is based on what value they provide. But advancing technologies leaves many of them with nothing to offer. Anyway, shall we get started? Shall we get going to the temple then? I guess we're going to the ominous pyramid in the middle of the desert. There's nothing I want to do more. Wait, how do we get back from here? We don't, I guess. Welcome, travelers. The answer you seek lie within. Answers? Oh, right. Let's try that again, eh? Welcome, travelers. The questions you seek lie within. Then, also within, are the answers that you will seek as a follow-up to the aforementioned questions. This is all very confusing. Well, it's a spirit quest. If we just told you what was happening, it'd be more of a spirit consultation, really. Anyway, tread carefully, brave journeyman. Who built this? And how did they get planning permission? Who lit these? And more importantly, who lit them? What? That's what I asked. I know, I just wanted to say something and I panicked. Here we go, I guess. The age-old ritual of entering ominous doorways when we both know better. What is this place? Whoa! Huh? Were we just here? I don't like this. Here, every day is a leg day. Do we live here now? They will tell tales of us, the temple police, wandering in the halls, doling out punishments to any who anger the many-doored god. Finally! Look at this place. A temple to the body. I'm with my people. Dooley, they're wolves. Shut it, two legs. I'm a wolf now. Ow! 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 Dooley, you're not a wolf. Grr! Ruff! Ruff! Lifting wolf. Wreck. I'm burning so much energy I can smell my fur singe. Ow! Excuse me? Less talking, more pumping. Whoa! Who are you? I'm the baddest, maddest, raddest wolf in the desert. Rockin' Rick Rover, they call me. But you can call me Rockin' Rick Rover, just like everyone else. Why are you wearing sunglasses at night? Only thing rather than pumping iron is looking cool while pumping iron. What are you doing here? Where else would I be? The motel? Lame. The diner? Lame. The attraction? Lame. If Rick can't pump, then it's a dump. Oh, sorry. Ow! Smell you later, smooth face. Brother, you can do it. Crush that iron. Hi? Hey there, brother. You here to bench? I guess I am. That's a shame, brother. The bench is bust. I missed that bench, brother. Who are you? I'm Randy, brother. I'm stronger than any hound around. Want to arm wrestle? No thanks. No, thanks though. That's cause you know I'll win, brother. No shame in admitting it. I'm the better wolf. In fairness, you are a better wolf than I am. Yeah, brother. Where is this place? This here is the desert gym, brother. Where wolves, coyotes, and bison come out to work out and unwind. But then the rest of those freeloaders haven't come back since Argus broke the lifting bench. Broke it? Yeah, brother. He put the blue weights on the red side and the red's on the blue. The balance is out of whack. Want me to see if I can fix it for you? Hell yeah, brother. I tried, but I'm a wolf. No opposable thumbs. Plus, we're too busy shredding these weights. Whoa! Okay, I'll see what I can do. What are you doing here? Working on these fuzzy pistons. Do you do anything else? Brother, if this world offers something other than working on oneself, I do not want to know. See you around, brother. Okay, let's see if we can get this bench working for these guys. I need to move the weights across to the other side. They're heavy, so I can only move them one step at a time. I can't move them backwards, but I can start again if I need to. Done. The bench is fixed, guys. Great work, brother. I knew if you put your mind to it, you'd get there in the end. Great. I'm, still not entirely sure why I'm actually here. Oh, I forgot, brother. We're meant to show you the next part of the journey. Oh, whoops. All right, brother. Hold on tight. Detective? I don't feel so good. What? Bed tridimensional. What? What just happened? Did you see all that, Dooley? What, the gym rules and the space baby stuff? So it did happen? Yeah, of course. We literally just did it. And you're not weirded out by all of that. Why would it be? Seems like perfectly normal smoke and mirrors secret advert to me. Right. So now what do we do? I think the ad was pretty clear. If you wanted to help the genie get home, we needed to stamp that lamp with the special space stamps. Where will I find stamps like that out here in the desert? Wait, what's that in my pocket? What's this in my pocket? Cosmic stamps. How did they get here? Might be best not to think about that too much. That's how I get through these cases. Agreed. What are they for? Weren't you paying attention? With these, we can get the genie posted home once he's wish-free. Is that what that all meant? Right, well, let's go stamp the genie's lamp, I guess. Ha! You're a poet and you didn't even know it. Know it, Dooley. Know it. Know what? Never mind. Let's go. What are you doing? Putting the stamp on the lamp. Yeah, but you're using the blue ones. You need to use the red ones. The ad was clear about the postage amount required. Was it? Okay, is that better? Much. Super. Now let's go waste some wishes. It's stamped and ready to go. Now for phase 2, getting the genie back into it. We need to get Otto to waste his wishes on harmless stuff. Let's get to it. They're inside watching TV. I can get him to waste a wish if he's hungry, but there's no kitchen to feed him. Glittering paper. Looks like Otto dropped something. Golden ticket. What's this? Oh, you think you're a big shot now? Well, if you has a golden ticket, you is. In you go, get your majesties. This is exciting. God damn it, Narvin. I guess if I don't use it, I can hang my coat up in the room. Either way, it'll get used. Coat hanger, laundry basket. Well, I guess we're trapped in a case now. Laundry basket. Wailing whites. Leave your sheets white enough for even the pickiest haunting. If I have to wash anything, then this will not feel like a holiday. As a kid, I used to love these giant bubble machines. The right mix of detergent and kitchen supplies always covered the plates with suds. Now my sister makes me use a laundromat. How come these things always seem to eat one sock? I'm not sure. That might be a case for a quiet week. Hey, I hid my dirty clothes in the dark too. Hey, I hide my dirty clothes in the dark too. Okay. Cheese puffs. Cheese puffs. I guess it's a lot like relaxing at the museum / poolside. I'm sorry, buddy. What was the room? 2. It was 2. It's not that hard to remember. 2. Now get. I'll never be that hungry. I might regret giving them away later on. Wasted wish he's hungry, but there's no kitchen to feed him. Huh? Kitchen. If I just give you the Chibi-Z Puffs to the rat, then I'll be down treats but not up a rat. Right. No kitchen to feed him. Okay, what am I missing? Detergent. In here? No. I remember as a kid using one of these to get better TV reception. Us too, but it didn't work all that well. No, it didn't help that we'd no TV either. What? Cross wrench. I have to do something with the kitchen. Do something with the kitchen. The fact that he brings up the witch makes me think of the mop. The clue has to do with food. Not sure I can take the mop. And we're in. I don't know what I want to turn off here. They're inside watching TV. I can get him to waste a wish if he's hungry, but there's no kitchen to feed him. Contains no cheese. Hello, bird bones, my old friend. Basket for holding laundry. Cats like sitting in them too. Get your whites whiter than white, a new ultra bright color. We don't even know what to call it, but our test labs are blinding to look at. I don't even know. Oh, what if I were to... No? Come on. Brain, work with me here. What do I have? What am I missing? I was having no troubles up until this point. So I get the rat in there. I pose as fumigation. And I cook up some food. Too fast to catch. I need to find a way to lure him in. This should make one cartoonishly crude trap. Hand him over then. Duly for the rat. Can I have them if I dress like a rat? And vent. Shut this place down. Wait, can't we do a police stain to close it? Too late. What's this? A little rat friend? Oh, ho, 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 holy. Hello, little guy. Oh, wait, you shouldn't be here. Hey, Sue, what do we do if there's a rat in the kitchen again? A rat? Damn it, Sugar, I told you before. Every time you see a rat, we gotta shut up shop for the day. Oh, okay. I guess we're clocking off early then. Damn it. I should really get the elves to fix that vent. I mean, I should fix it myself. I should fix it. Myself. I hope this closure doesn't cost you too much. Aw, you're a goodie for worrying. But I'm a millionaire. I only do this for funsies. Do you think he'd mind me finishing that off? I'll make sure the city gives you a accommodation for your work here. Sweet? Of course you can bring your family to the ceremony. We'd be thrilled to meet them. Some yeast for making burger buns and stuff. Nobody's looking. I think he left these burgers on. These two together should give me something powerful. Suds mix. Okay. So this did not give me the results I was thinking. Not sure I should do that yet. Now I gotta try to lure... What? Nice night for waiting around in case I'm needed another puzzle later, wouldn't you say? I mean, Doris Day. I forget it, I'm too tired. They're still in there. Huh. It's full of out-of-date shampoo and toothpaste. All the food items are gone. Huh. What else would I have packed? Don't know what I want to turn off. Mm-hmm. I have no idea. Back to the diner because this is the only clue I have. Okay, so I have access to the kitchen. The clue is to bait out the genie companion with food into wasting a wish. But can't seem to do anything. So, food processor, scales. Okay. Nothing more to do out here. Wait. What's this? Oh! This should mess with the TV signal. Yeah! The channels appear to be broken. All I can see is food. Delicious food. I'm hungry now. I think I'll call room service. Hello? I'd like one food, please. Kitchen's closed. Not because of rats or anything. Just closed. What's it to you? How oddly specific. Anyway, I'm hungry. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I know. Genie? Yes? One food, please. As you wish. Look at all this food. All the bratwurst a boy can eat. One wish down, but if I want to burn more wishes, I think I'm going to need him out of his room. Okay, aircon powering down. Let's go see if that worked. Boy, is it hot all of a sudden. I came in here to cool off. How goes my escape plans? I'm working on it. I don't mean to rush you, but I don't want to have to watch him change clothes again. Come join me in the water. It's adequate. Well, now we're free to... And we're in. Breaking into people's rooms and going through their stuff? This is the best birthday ever. Let's try to find some clues for things he'd waste wishes on. Oh, it's one of those fishes that sing. I wonder what song it is. I am Saul the Summoning Salmon, here to make conjuring up your favorite extra planar being fun. To bring forth Mesatoth the Bug Licker, draw ye first a pentagram using the Oh, why'd you turn it off, detective? Looks like his wish to get him a nice meal, at least. His phone works. Fancy. There's a tube of antihistamine for ant bites. Called antihistamine. He must be allergic to ants. Otto's clothes. He's got good taste. It's all expensive designer stuff. Yeah, nice clothes. Shame if something was to happen to them. But he just washed them again, unless... I love where this is going. How come he got a TV in his room? No fair. Fishing rod. Looks like Otto was hoping to fish out something museum worthy on this trip. I might borrow this for a moment. Might? Yeah, I'm taking it. Ah, this drawer is full of dead spiders. Could be worse. They could all be alive. Remind me to turn these back on later. There's a tube. Yeah, okay. Looks like he got here before us. Well, yeah, it's his room. Damn it, he's always one step ahead of us. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do with the clothes. Pardon me. Syrup. I don't have enough syrup to cover all this stuff, and I don't want to half-ass this. Why not? We do with all our other plans. Okay, here goes nothing. We need to get out of here. Well, that's the machine's ruined. Yeah, what'd you say? Nothing. Now I just need to make sure he needs to use them. I need more than just syrup. I need more than just syrup. Wait. A long thin rod covered in honey. They seem to be going for it. Okay, that's enough ants for my needs. I think not. He seems to be occupied. Okay, we got ants to put in his clothes. This is horrible, but less horrible than world-altering magical wishes. How bad could a wish be, really? Well, rumor has it that we used to have summer all round until one guy wished it wasn't so hot all the time. I think I hate that guy. Okay, that's his clothes ruined with no way to wash them. Now I've got to get him back into his room to see it and wish it all clean. Okay, I just need to find a way to get him back into his room now. Surely someone around here can help me. Lordy, that fella's even bluer and more see-through than me. Huh. Buckets. Nope. Hey, you. Hey, how do you get rid of customers who hang around after closing? We have a saying in the business, a bag of crows. Take this and throw it at him. Bag of crows, off he goes. Uh-huh. Mystery stack. Friends tell me that they throw whatever is in the sack at people when they need them to leave quickly. Wonder what's inside. And... I'm having such a relaxing evening. Well, here goes nothing. Ah! What's happening? Actual crows? Get me out of here! I wish it! Sigh. As you command. Well, that was an unexpected freebie. What happened out there? I think you were attacked by birds. I'm starting to hate this place. I just want to put some pajamas and go to bed. Ah! There are ants in my pants! Hello, reception. I wish to put my clothes in the in for a washing, please. Why do you keep calling up to use services that until 5 minutes prior were working fine? Is this some kind of elaborate prank? Is the laundry room not working? What? Of course it is. I'm just using it right now to clean my suds. That's all. And right now I gotta go put a new batch of suds on. What a disaster. I wish my pants had no ants. Is that a legit for real wish? Oh yes, it is. It is. Done. And with that, I am free. Sayonara, sucker. Ah, my wishes. I'm so excited to go home. What's this? A message? I wish I didn't have to go back to work after this trip. Why not, guy? You two were good to me. Granted. Well, I'm out of here. Spectral delivery. Well, that's taken care of. Ready to go check out the attraction properly now, Dooley? What, Dooley? Where'd you go, Dooley? 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 Dooley! Something seems... What's a word for not right? Oh no. And that's the lead into a fumble in the dark. That took longer than I anticipated. Especially that first one. I might pick up the next game, but I might just go back to something more mindless, honestly, like washing more stuff in Power Wash Simulator next time. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.